There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Third down play from the gun. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverine. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Quick completion on the out. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. The give on the option. Got some room after the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the 1st quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 35. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it. Are forced to settle for 3.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
That's caught. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center. student body right and give this guy the football, he would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
To throw, it's Underwood. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Marches ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run. And the defense has one stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Rebels. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 32nd.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Slams ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the quarterback can't get away, and down he goes. No time left on the clock. They passed on the field goal try, and they'll get nothing in like it. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards. yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Cunningham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Syracuse. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Backs looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cunningham. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the sticks, it's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Moore. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. with the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 31 to Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield at Simmons. Under fire. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked.
Intercepted, number 19. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.